women who prefer stockings to tights, but don't like the hassle of suspenders, Holdups, stockings that stay up on their own, are the perfect solution. Or so the manufacturers would have us believe.
The idea is that a stretchy, non-slip band at the top of the stocking will keep it in place all day. But our Watchdog inquiries have uncovered a seamier side to this particular type of hosiery.
Do you wear hold-ups? Yes.
Yes.
You do? What do you think?
Hopeless.
Hopeless.
Why? They roll down. They don't ever stay. Stockings and the suspenders are much sexier. Basically, I got sick of them pretty quickly. The first ones I had didn't stay up, so I just thought, that's it. They're great. They're brilliant.
What do you like about them?
That I don't have to wear suspender belts. And men love them.
To try and make sense of your varied experiences, we've enlisted the help of scientist Dr. John Skerr from the Lister Hospital. His team of nurses have kindly agreed to test a number of the leading brands.
We run a very large varicose vein and venous disease unit in this hospital, and we're very used to testing medical compression stockings, and so this has been a very interesting opportunity for us to study cosmetic stockings. To make this as fair a test as possible, we've used 5 different brands of Holdup. They're all pen denier and very similar from a cosmetic point of view, and I'm going to give these to the nurses and ask them to wear them for one day, wash them, and then wear them for another day.
The 5 brands tested were Marks & Spencer's at £4, Sock Shop's own brand costing £4.50, Debenhams at £5.50 for 2 pairs, Safeway priced £4, and Aristoc at £4.50. 2 days and several embarrassing experiences later.
I wore the Aristoc stockings and I thought they were quite bad, really. They didn't stay up at all. I went out at lunchtime to do some Christmas shopping and I got halfway down the main road and I could feel the stockings moving. When I glanced down, they were actually right at my ankles. So I basically had to find a side street as quickly as possible and pull them up.
Emily Anderson was impressed with her sock shop holdups during the first day of the test.
The second day, they just wouldn't stay up, and I had to find quiet corners everywhere just to yank them off. I had actually moisturised my legs ever so slightly, and the hold-ups didn't stay where they were supposed to. They kept slipping.
I wore the Debenhams, and I found they were fine for the first 7 hours, and then the right one decided to give way, so for the next day, they actually stayed most of the day around my knees. I had to take them off in the end.
I was asked to wear hold-ups from Marks & Spencer's and I found them surprisingly comfortable. They held up extremely well on day 1 and day 2 was virtually the same. I was a little bit nervous on the first day because I was going to have to wear them in theatre, and if they had landed up around my ankles I wouldn't have been able to do anything about it, but I didn't have to worry.
It's the first time I've ever worn them, and I felt the first day I found them absolutely terrific. The second day was rather a different story. I was en route to a carol service and I found they'd rolled down to my ankles, so I managed to hitch them up to my knees. I had to walk into the church, which was packed, and sit there with them holding them around by my knees until the service had finished, when I nipped into the vestry and managed to pull them up.
The conclusion of this study is that some brands of hold-ups work better than others, and it would appear that the Marks & Spencer's hold-ups stayed up better, they were more comfortable. But you must remember that in this study we gave each nurse 1 brand to try, and so if you are going to buy these hold-ups, it would be sensible to buy several different brands and see which brand works best on you.
So, brands apart, why is it your hold-ups sometimes let you down? For those of you who want to wear them, Julia Carling has some good advice.
Don't wear lovely body oils or gorgeous, rich, expensive body moisturisers, because this will actually just cause a film over your skin, which means the rubbery part of the top of the stocking won't stick to your leg, and that's what you need.
What about the way you care for them to make sure they stay in condition?
Well, a really good tip I was told years ago is actually when you've washed them, you simply put them in a little plastic bag and you put them in the freezer. The reason being because tights and stockings are full of lycra and elastane, and you need to retain that stretch. And by putting it in a really cold place, that's exactly what it does. So it sounds bizarre, but it does work. Hence, on the other side, you don't put them near hot places, so do not put them on a radiator. And actually don't put them in your tumble dryer as well.
And if after all of that your hold-ups still aren't holding up, maybe it's time to let them go.